Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Clemson's offense will take the field first. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
With the catch, it's Preston. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Give to the back. Sees a crease. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Got it, looking for a first. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the tight end. Rid of it on the RPO. Touchdown, Clemson! A great catch and run for 6.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing.
And I tell you what, this QB, man, he has been the surprise of the season to start so far. Just ascending in play. Got his team in a good spot, playing at a really high level. Palmer, this might be a guy that we say, we might not have been talking about him preseason, but we're talking about him now.
Yeah, and we were talking to him this week before the game. He told us he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder coming into this season. He said, you know, not a lot of people were talking about me, and not a lot of people were giving me the attention that I really felt like I deserved, but I'm going to play, and I'm going to get people's attention. He's been doing that. This kid has been balling. I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. At the 45, on his way. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Lost to throw again. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going for it all. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Wolfpack! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. On their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Caught in the backfield. It's Preston. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the 1st down.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Out wide left, it's Preston. On the move at the 30. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out. At the 12. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Finds his target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. In the backfield, it's Roper. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Left side, it's Burrows. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Right side, it's Roper. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. Back to throw, it's Hart. Under pressure, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
To the coach about this last week, were you worried about security? Your QB put it on the deck last week. You can't continue to do that and survive, and he does it again, man. Make sure you're getting two hands on that football. Keep it tight. And if I'm the defense, man, I'm going to keep pawing at that thing. I've already got it out once. I'm going to try to keep doing it.
Makes one man miss. Still making moves. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Tiger. He would not be denied. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch it, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the NC State sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Back to pass on second down. They're all over him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Hart. Out wide left, it's Robinson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on fourth. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Working the ground. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
This drive will open from the 15. Got an alley. He's past the marker. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, in the running game making its presence felt.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Here's some daylight. Might have a chance. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Sets his feet. It's Hart. Look out! Hauls it in. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with the Navy Midshipmen taking on the USF Bulls.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, checking in with the NC State head coach at the half. This young wide receiver, his name has been mentioned with a lot of preseason hype, but he is starting to let that talk be important on the field. What he's doing on the field is becoming even louder. He is trying to make a name known for himself in the Heisman Trophy race. We'll see if his performance down here can continue to fuel that fire. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Here's the give off the left side. Stopped right there.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it. Now, you're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Right at the line. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Long way to go on second down. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived. He goes at the 30.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Sends it back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down, going to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's picked up. They ruined the drive with a turnover.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Looking for running room. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Second and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Baker. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Caught, hit, and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
They punted away on 4th down. Looks it in. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Rushes on, and here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Out wide right, it's Danzy. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They'll try the right side. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. After 3 periods of play, and these two running backs have gone head-to-head. NC State to open the final period here on first down. To the air, it's Hart. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Second down to the air. This one's complete. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Impte if they can stop him on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And that last field goal miss really changes the strategy. You're still up 2 possessions, and you got an opportunity to work the clock. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. They give it back to him. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They drop him at the 47. But he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Moves the pocket. It's Baker. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes, the defense bringing the heat. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Would you have gone back to the run there?
I think now, yeah. Of course, now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after taking the sack. I like mixing it up, but if my offense is going to sit there and lean on people and we're good at running the football, then don't be afraid to do that more often.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. They go to the wide receiver screen. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just barely got rid of it.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. NC State quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Sees some running room. He's got enough. Breaks into the open. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Got a little space. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Shoots it to the left. Finds his man. It's Matthews. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 50. The 40. Past the 30. Inside the... Down, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Well, this guy's going to need an ice bath based on how he's run the football now these last 2 games, David. Back-to-back top 25 wins, in large part because of the way he's running the football. He has been physical, and it's incredible to watch him against really good defenses wear them down. It just seems to get better as the game goes on. This guy has just been a monster in recent games.
He's been an absolute monster, and I think when you're watching this team and you watch him the last 2 weeks against quality opponents and to be this physical, man, this bodes well for this team moving forward. Like, how are you not going to depend on this team or call this team one of the best teams in college football? Back-to-back weeks, physicality. You can't stop me. You know what I'm doing. We're going to run the football, but we do it at such a level, we're still going to beat you.
Wants to throw on first. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close.